Hey, I tell you what, King. Like I said, man. Um, you know, that's just our job, man. We have to, you know, we gotta teach that history, man. We ain't got no choice, King. We have to, man.
Right.
We gotta show that. We gotta teach our kids that history, man, because they take it, King. Hey, it's over, man. It's over because like kids, Isaiah and Prince's age, man, they gonna lose the history. They gonna lose it, King. They ain't gonna get it. They ain't gonna get it, King. They ain't gonna get it. They gonna take it out to schools. They gonna take it all out. I mean, it ain't what we teaching ain't even in the school. It never was in the schools. Now some of it is in some of the Africana studies and things like that, but it ain't it ain't in depth like we are, man. I mean, listen, man. It's look, man. So oh man, what else? What I do, man? I do that over, I guess. But yeah, I, what I did, but uh,
So you didn't finish up on that though. You didn't finish up on that because you didn't talk about the Israel, Jacob and or is that no? That's the
oh,
next.
that's there. That's
That's
the
the
other
next.
one.
That's in
Uh,
Galatians.
but that's so like let's see, boom, right here. All right. So anyway. So Amen, right? Amen, King. So what y'all think about that, man? What y'all think about that though? What you think about when when you say when it say it says and unto the angel of the church of the Laodiceans, right? These things saith the Amen. Now we know that they talking about this is a person, place, or thing because it's a capital A right there, right?
Right.
So it's a person, place, or thing, man. So we know that this is a person right here. This is a or entity or something. Amen. Because we couldn't say that this means uh so be it, because it wouldn't make sense unto the angel of the church of the
Laodiceans.
Laodiceans, Laodiceans, right? These things saith the so be it. Like what the hell is that? Like we know that that's not what that means, but this is what these people have turned it into. But but the Romans, you know the authors of this book, they know about Amen, Key. They know about Amen. They know about him. They know, and they kept him. They so every time you say you bless you know what I'm saying, at the end of your prayer you say Amen. You're invoking the Kemetic nature, right? It ain't no damn so be it. That's some made up shit, right? That's crazy, man. Hey, that's crazy, man. Hey, so listen. Hey, so then I went to
Galatians 3:24.
yeah, let's go there, man. I like that. There, Galatians what?
3:24.
Galatians 3, that, right? Some shit like that. Don't we do it like that? I'm like that. I'm like that. Let me see that if it work. Hey, but you know what though? Hey, we should go back though. We should go up though. So let's go up some, man. Let's go up some so we can get a better understanding. But let's see, Galatians, what was it?
I'm gonna take a quick station break real quick. You go ahead. I'm gonna be right here.
Where was that? Galatians, what was it? No, it
Galatians
ain't that.
3:24
Let's see.
is the one, but you wanted to go up to about
3,
22, probably.
3, 3, 22. Let's go through
Go to
20,
320. Go to 322 through
320.
24.
All right, yeah, let's go
320 through
320.
24.
320 through 24, right? See what that do. 320. All right. All right, so hold on.
So this is the verse that I was telling, I was speaking on, taking to Sinetta TV. You go to
All right,
Sinetta
so
TV a lot.
I think this is 3. Right? No, it's 3. Yeah, but no, it's 4. It's 4:24. It ain't 3.
Is it?
Yeah, it's 4.
You know what I was thinking of, man? I was thinking of Genesis 3:24 or 3:21. I was thinking of Genesis 3:21, where it's talking about it didn't have, the body didn't have no skin on it.
Oh shit. Yeah, watch out for that one, man. That's a weird one right there, man. Yeah, man, that's weird right there. Hey, so if we do so it's a I desire to be present with you now and to change my voice, for I stand in doubt of you. Now, I think this right here is all no, I'm all right. I'm mistaken because in that last one in Revelations, who was speaking was supposed to have been Jesus, or who, that was supposed to be the red writing. So whoever is that, that's supposed to be God or Jesus speaking. So whoever that was God letting you know that our men was before him. So that's what he was saying. All right. So all right. Anyway, so I desire to be present with you now and to change my voice, for I stand in doubt of you. Tell me, ye that desire to be under the law, do ye not hear the law? For it is written that Abraham had 2 sons, and one by a bondmaid and the other by a free woman. But he who was of the bondwoman was born after the flesh, but he of the free woman was by promise, which things are an allegory. For these are the 2 covenants, the one from the Mount Sinai, which gendereth to bondage, which is Agar. Now, this right here is really, 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 really interesting, man. Because now we know what you look at 24, which things are an allegory. Now, what does that mean? So when they're talking about it, for it is written that Abraham had 2 sons. So we know that it was Isaac and Ishmael, right?
Yep, Ishmael or Ismael. Either
Ishmael, right? One of them, right?
An allegory is a story.
So, and do we know that Isaac was responsible for having Jacob, right? Didn't Isaac come from Jacob?
Right.
Right. So
I believe so.
So if this story, if it is an allegory, then Israel don't exist because Jacob is Israel, right? So Jacob don't exist, Ishmael don't exist, right? I mean, because that's what the story say. That's what the story say, man. It say that he had two sons. That's what the story say. And it goes on to say by who, right?
All right.
And then it's, you know, and then I remember at some point God did promise Abraham and Sarah a son. So this was by the promise, right?
She's behind you.
Which things are an allegory. Now why would Paul? Now this one wrote this. Paul wrote it. So here we go with Paul again. That's my partner right there. Though. Paul, my partner. Hey, I don't give a damn. Nobody say, man. 'Cause people, a lot of people, they don't know if people following. But they do a little bit of both. They follow Jesus and they follow Paul. But sometimes when Paul writes something against what Jesus say, it's a tight fight right there, man. We don't know which one gonna win. We don't know if they worshiping Paul or if they worshiping Jesus. But we know that Paul wrote this. He wrote that right there. We know Paul wrote all that right there, man. He did that. He wrote.
And we also know that Paul wrote in Romans in chapter 7, verse 14 through, you know, whatever the drop verse is. And you know, why do I do the things that I don't?
Whoa, man. Hey, dude, just straight up nutted up, man. He lost it.
Yeah, when you read it through the lens of open eyes, man, that is some kooky shit, man.
He lost it, King. I don't care what nobody say. If you read it for what it is, he lost it. I don't care what nobody say. And if you try to justify it, hey, we're gonna see what you're talking about. Let me hear you what you're talking about. I'm gonna see what you're talking about. Let me hear you try to justify that weird ass shit. And we're gonna see if your son come and sit next to you on the couch. He about 18, and he come and sit next to you on the couch, and he take you through that whole conversation right there. Romans, man, listen, man, don't get me started, man. You put that shit. Look, where's that, man? What is called?
Romans chapter 7, verse, I think it started at 14. Here we go.
Yeah, here we go. See, there you go. See, and you always start shit. See, you do that shit on purpose. I know you think you slick, King. I know what you think you slick. King. Romans, what was it? Romans what?
I think 7:14. Might start at 7:14.
You know exactly what it is.
Shit.
Right where it's at. 7 what? The chapter 7 verse something.
I think verse 14.
Chapter 7.
They drive over the sand.
7. No, ye not, brother, if I speak that I know how that the Lord.
Is that it?
No, I don't think that's it right here because he's talking about
7:14. Let me see.
7. Oh no, 14. My bad. Hold on. Let's go to 14. My bad. For we know that the Lord is spiritual. Huh?
Chapter 7, verse 14. I'm about to look too. Chapter 7, verse 14. Let me look.
Yeah, you go 14 right here. For we know that the law is spiritual, but I am carnal, sold under sin. For that which I do, I allow not. For what? Okay, here we go. This it right here.
Tell me what verse that is.
This it right here. This it.
Yeah. Tell me the verse though.
What? 7:14.
See?
That's it.
You gotta know what kooky shit is, man.
Right. Listen to
you
this.
Gotta know what
so I just say, for instance, your son coming sit next to you on the couch. He about 18 years old, and he say, hey, Dad, for we know that the law is spiritual, right? But I'm carnal, Dad, sold under sin. For that which I do, I allow not. For what I would, that do I not. But what I hate, that I do. If then I do that which I would not, I consent unto the law that is good, that it is good. Now then, it is no more that I do it, but sin that dwelleth in me. For I know that in me, that is in my flesh, dwelleth no good thing.
Wasn't me.
For to will is present with me, but how to perform that which is good, I find not. For the good that I would do not, but the evil which I would not, that I do. But if I do that, I would not. It is no more that I do it, but sin that dwelleth in me. I find that a law that when I would go, good, evil is present. Listen, man. Listen, man. If my son came and sat next to me and started this shit, man, I don't know if I'm gonna jump up and punch him in his goddamn chin first, or if we gotta go talk to somebody, King, because like, what is you really saying here, man? I mean, dude, because you ain't said nothing yet. The whole from 14 on down, he ain't said nothing yet, King.
Let me read it out the more general version.
Okay, well, yeah. Make it make sense, King.
No, I can't make it make sense. For what we know, we know that the law is spiritual, but I am of the flesh, sold into slavery under sin. I do not understand my own actions, for I do not do what I want, but I do the very thing I hate. Now, if I do what I do not want, I agree that the law is good. But in fact, it is no longer I that do it, but sin that dwelleth in me. For I know that nothing good dwells within me. See, that's that bullshit. For I know that nothing good dwells within me, that is in my flesh. I can will what is right, but I cannot do it. I can will what is right, but I cannot do it. For I do not do the good I want, but the evil I do not want is what I do. Now, if I do what I do not want, it is no longer I that do it, but sin that dwelleth within me. Now, I want to tell you, man, I done had them type of conversations when I was on one. Should be sounding milky, baby.
Hey, man, listen, man. I you know what? If you just had a cat just come up to you and just start kicking it, right? And he just start, listen, man, you be like, hey, you gonna be looking at that nigga like, hey, man, you all right, man? Like my man, you all right for real? Like what's happening, man? Like you can't, don't, it sounds like you can't figure it out, King. Like you can't get it together, man. Like you don't know if you wanna, you know, do good or bad. You don't know if you can do good or bad. You don't know if you know how to do good and bad, King. You know what I mean? And then sometimes it ain't even you. Who is it? You know what I mean? Like, what is really going on here, man? Like right. Because sometimes we know it ain't you, right? So so we want to know who it is, right? See, cause like if I was to have a conversation with him and somebody was to get outside and hear it, they wouldn't know which one of us was nuts, King. They think we both was probably, because my conversation would be just like his, like well, it was me, but I mean it wasn't me, it was the spirit. And I'm like, well, shit. Well, then if it wasn't you, but it was a spirit, where was the spirit at when it did it? You know what I mean? Like type shit, right? You know,
which one going? Which one going before the judge, and which one going to jail?
Right. Like, so like the questions would I mean, so the conversation would be weird between me and Paul at that point in time, because we both would be nuts. by the time we get done. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, like I said, nigga, your conversation and then answering your questions, you know, like, nigga, I do not, but the evil which will not that I do. I'm like, well, shit, where evil at? And if he don't do it, if evil don't do it, who did it? Right? Type shit. That's my question. Like, right? Right? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, so that's my question to you then. Like, you know, okay, so you just told me that shit. Like, okay, so if evil didn't do it, but it was done, who did it? Right?
It wasn't me.
Wasn't me. And it was just you, me, it's just me and you there. So I'm just figuring out, like, right? So look, right? So this is the thing. So you know what I'm saying, King? Like the conversation, somebody outside hearing it, we both would be crazy than the motherfucker they think. Yeah. Right? Because nigga, I'm just answering your crazy ass motherfucking questions, but then shit, I'm trying to figure it out too, nigga. So yeah, right. It say now if that, now if I do that, I would not. It is no more that I do it, but sin that dwelleth in me. Right. So where is the sin? Right. What part of you is he? What part is it? What part of it? What part of you is he in? Right. Right.
Well,
what part of you is he
I'm
in?
looking around the corner for the nigga.
Right. And if you recognize him, right? That he's there. That dwelleth in you. Right. Who do you go to get him out? Right. This is my question to you now. Right. So now we having this conversation. Right.
Oh.
Right. So we having these kind of conversations. So I'm just reading this off the fly. I ain't even had no time to think about it. But if I had time to think about it, I can come up with some better ones, right?
And I can't go to me because I want to do the evil. I want to do what they claim is evil. I mean, that's what I want to do. I don't want to do the good. That's good. I don't want to. Right. So I can't go to me, and I can't go to it.
And you're writing this to a church, though. So you telling these people this is. So you telling these people about you. This is how you're feeling. This is your thoughts. This is how you feeling. You wrote this shit to somebody. Who you write this shit to? You wrote this shit to somebody. Who you write this shit to?
He wrote it to the Roman church.
Roman church. So he wrote this shit. Now the Roman church got to think that this motherfucker done lost his goddamn mind. I mean, really, would you?
No, they like it, man. They put it in there. Come on. They put it in there.
That's why I say, King, to see, that's where you got to see, now you're cheating, right? Because now I got to take you back to Adam and Eve and the wrong turn niggas or the Woodlawn niggas, right? Because, right, you got to take them back there then. That's the part, hey, if that's the case, then we got to get that understanding that this is the people that we're dealing with.
Well, let's go there. We got to go back there then, man. You know, because I mean, you can't leave it. We can't leave a motherfucker on the edge, man. You know.
This is who you're dealing with, though. Am I right? I mean, just think about that. Am I right? You got to listen. This is the conversation that this dude is having to the church, and the church like this. This is the type of people that you're dealing with. You're dealing with ancestral people that coming from Adam and Eve, right? Adam and Eve, the descendants of Adam and Eve are
Seth.
So the result. So hey, listen. I even got. Watch this. Oh wait, hey man, you gonna like this?
See, man, you getting good. You getting good. We're pull it up. Let's not talk about it. Let's see about it.
Yeah, I think I got something somewhere around here.
I don't know. Is Kane still on?
Maybe I didn't get it.
But you're gonna show up that graph? Your mic went off.
I had it. Hold on. I got something somewhere. I gotta find out where. I can't remember where I fucking put it. Let me see where I put it at. Put that
Take
shit
your
at.
time. Take your time.
I figure out where I put that shit, man.
You know, one of the things I was thinking about, man, you know, this week was, you know, not, you know, it goes right along with one of the 42s, man, is one is not speaking on much. But this stuff gives you a whole lot to speak on, right? And then not delivering my message as if I'm above somebody or I'm speaking down on them, man. So I've been really aware of that, man. And it didn't go so well today. It didn't go so well on the day session, man. But I'm aware, man, and I'm working on it.
Man, let me see.
My
Hey,
intent
babe,
is
where did I put? Hold on 1 second, King.
yeah, good. Well, I brewed up some sea moss, man, that I might have to take half a dose instead of 2 tablespoons. I might have to take 1 tablespoon at 2 times a day. Oh, there they go. There they go. Turn your mic back on when you get a chance.
So look, man. So this the type of these type of people, right?
You sick and shit. You sick and shit.
You clowned. You clowned.
You need help.
Hey, man, listen, man. These people say they come from this. What these people say they come from right here, man? They come.
Do that.
Come from, man. These people come from this type of shit right here, man. This what Adam and this is what the results of Adam and Eve's the activity that they were into. Put it like that there. Okay, I'm gonna put it like that. I'm gonna put it real nice and nice. It's nice. See,
not me, man.
Hey, listen, man. Hey, King. This is, man. Hey,
and right off the top, people gonna say, "No, I ain't from that." Right? Well, if you claim that you follow that Genesis,
see, look, they got. Look, hey, look here, man. Do you see this here, King?
Yeah.
I'm not playing with you, man. Listen, man. This is the type of people that these people say that they come from, King. This is the result of brother and sister, brother, a son and mother, you know, father and daughter, you know, type shit.
Uncle and niece.
So, you know, like when you got Uncle Daddy and all them motherfuckers, right? You got Uncle Daddy and you know, brother Daddy, right? Right. This them. They got whole families, King. They got whole families of these type of people, man. Right? Whole families. I mean, where they all, like I said, Uncle Daddy and cousin brother and granddaddy cousin type shit, right? You know what I mean? I mean, listen, King, you got it's the whole family is going down. I mean, it's they all related. Everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody.
People got to understand that we ain't laughing at the deformities. We're laughing at the fact that people are buying into without doing the research.
This is who you say that you come from.
This is your lineage, right?
You are the descendants of these people, right? You're the descendants of these people. These people right here. See these people right here?
You blow that up a little bit. Can you blow that up some? Yeah.
You see that right there? You see that? So you got Adam and Eve. Then you come down to the graph. You got Cain, Abel. Then they had Seth later on, right? Now down here, look at it. Other sons and daughters. See that? So we know. So we can't ask like where the other people came from. We know. We see now where the other people, where some people came from, right? Right. But how did Cain? See now, look, these is all Cain's kids. See this? These come from Cain. These Cain kids. Cain had kids. Now remember, it was Adam, Eve, Cain, and Abel. Right? Cain killed Seth. Cain killed Abel, and then Seth came later. So Abel didn't have no kid. So then Seth was getting busy. Look, Seth come all the way down. Look, Seth was getting busy, right? He had all kind of wives, right? Seth
had all kind of sisters.
All kind. No, well, okay, we're gonna say. Is that what you gonna say, man? You gonna really say? Okay.
Really say that.
Hey,
yeah,
you always
really
but look, because Seth come all the way down to Noah. So Seth, listen. So this is what I'm talking about. Seth, Noah come out of Seth. See Noah? And then you got Noah, and then you got Noah, his sons, and all this shit, right? And then they keep going, right? So listen to this. So Cain got hit, look at all his kids and his descendants. They come from him, right? These people come from him. Now, again, the beginning, we got Adam and Eve, Cain and Abel. Ain't no other women. Now they had, so somewhere down here, so after Cain killed Abel, they had Seth. Then after Seth, they had some more sons and daughters. So they got to grow up first. They got to get old enough.
They got to get old enough. They got
to get old enough because Seth is the last boy. And then later on, after that, right? After Seth was born, they had other sons and daughters. This is what this graph shows, right? So we can't get off that, right? So
Seth had grandbabies and daughters.
Man, Seth had grandkids, and then look, other sons and daughters. So he had other sons too, other than these three cats. The Abel, we can't count Abel, but we Cain and Seth. There's other sons and daughters. So what these kids has done is these kids have gone to, and so I'm gonna say that Adam and Eve, Cain and Seth
was banging on their mom.
And maybe a couple of other sons and daughters may not be these people. They may not be these people, right? But I know goddamn well everybody else after that are these people. Okay? Are these people? They are these people. Or remnants of these people. Looking similar to these people, and right? I ain't saying directly these people, but they look, they are in that area. What I'm saying, right?
And right. Remember, people got to remember that we have people on our block that we grew up with that we know literally were families of incest. There was 3 houses, and the houses were packed with people. I don't know how many people were in there, but it was more than just a few. So, and then we know that they were child and mother and you know, a brother and uncle, you know, all in one person, man. And it's really sad. So, you know, once again, they making fun of the defect. You're just proving a point, man. It is, I don't want to look like that, man.
Hey, well, it ain't, you know, it ain't about that. So because okay, so then so now so we know that these kids has been they was messing with their brothers and sisters, possibly Eve too. You know what I mean? Because you see how Adam, he's 930 years old, man. He be about done anyway. So you know, it's time for one of these cats over here. See, and come on over and bang on Eve, right? Listen, man. All I'm saying is this here, man. Hey, hey, all I'm saying is this, man. You can't explain this away. Nah, I do have a way out. I do have a way out for him. The only way that makes sense, right, is because we know that as the story goes, that Cain was put out. When he was put out.
Right.
He was put out and he had to leave. And so he had to go to, so he left and he went to a city. So now he goes to a whole city, a city that is named Nod, and he finds himself a wife, right? He finds a wife. So I mean, and he finds himself a wife. Okay. So my thing is this. My thing is, if you follow Kemetic history, Kemetic science, you will see that Africans were already here, predated Adam and Eve by thousands of years, right? They were already here. This is why this man says in the Bible to God that those that will find me will kill me. Now, why would your own brothers and sisters be trying to kill you? My question to you. That's just one question to you. Right? Right. If it's just your brothers and sisters that's over in this city. Right. See, so my thing is this, King, you we were already here. This was a way for them to write themselves into history. Oh, man, this was a way for them to write themselves into history and to line up with our history, just so they can kind of usurp it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So they, you know, they can try to and make it easier for them to steal it and take it. You know what I mean? Right? Take our shit, right?
Right.
So
one of the boys left, man, but that don't rid Seth from the activity he participated in. So that ain't really a way out, because Seth is still there and he was the one that was multiplying anyway.
Yeah, but he could have been multiplying with the Africans that was already here too. You know, he could have been found.
Yeah, but they don't state that though. They don't.
But I'm just saying. I'm just trying to give them the benefit of the doubt, because
that's cheating. That's cheating, because
you can give them the benefit of the doubt, because they you know, I mean, listen, man, that's the only logical explanation, King. Other than
y'all, that's cheating. No.
Other than y'all came from these people. Other than this right here. This it. This it, King. This it. So you either You gonna do one or the other, man. Now you ain't gonna do both, King. Right? Not gonna do both. You're gonna do one or the other. You're gonna either take that. This is your descendants, and you can't say that the flood wiped away all these people, because remember, when we go back here, right? You go down here, Seth's kids ends with Noah. So all these motherfuckers in between Seth and Noah is twisted.
Right.
They steal all they steal these people right here. They steal these people right here.
Right. and then when they get to Noah, the world has decided to be flooded on, because it got to get back to what was previous, the incest, right?
So they started all over again.
Because it got down to Noah, and then it branched out. Okay, there's a possibility everything got cool, right? And oh no, we can't have that. So let's wipe out the world and blame it on, they didn't pay attention, and start anew with the same effect again, right? With mother and child, child and mother, brother and
but
sister.
this time is worse. This time is worse. Because this time, no, listen, because I'm gonna tell you why it's worse. I'm gonna tell you why it's worse this time. This is why it's worse this time. The first time, when you start with these cats, right? When you start with Adam and Eve, I don't think that they're the wrong turn type people. I think that these people are just, I don't know what I don't think they twisted. I don't think that Cain and Abel and Seth are twisted. I don't think that they twisted. I don't think that maybe the first one or two, until, listen, they don't get twisted until they get to the daughters, King.
Until the other sons and daughters. Until
the other sons and daughters. They don't get twisted to them, right? So what I'm saying is,
far away.
It's not far away. It's right at the top. It's still at the top. It's still at the fucking, listen, King, it's still at the top. It still evolves at the top here. Enoch, all these Enoch and Enosh and Kenan, see, Irad, see, they done. They twisted. Them cats twist. They twisted. I'm gonna say they twisted, right?
Right.
But when you get down to Noah, see, the difference is Adam and Eve, I don't think that they was twisted. They started the shit, right? They began it. When you get to Noah, all them start out twisted.
Yeah.
Right. They start out twisted. So this the difference. So they don't evolve fucked up. they start out fucked up.
I wonder is that relative to, the road. I know I'm throwing something out there, man, but I'm just thinking, man, is that where it starts getting, or it wasn't me? It wasn't. I know what it sounds like. I know what it looks like. But you understand, it wasn't me. It was the spirit, right? I think that's knowing them, man. I think that equates to that, man. I think it equates to that part right there. You clowned it. We ain't doing nothing good right here, man.
Listen, man, you cannot. I don't give a damn what nobody say, King. You can't get around it. How else you gonna explain it? How else do you explain that, man? How do you do that? And then how do you explain it and make it make sense? And then accept it like, okay, yeah, we had to populate the world. Well, that's why he killed y'all dumbasses first. That way he wiped y'all dumbasses out. Because this is the reason why this is why the flood. This
that's why he brought it back. That's why he brought it back.
This is why he brought it back,
man.
This is why they killed their ass right here. Now,
I think that's why they brought him back, man.
Listen, man.
I think that's why they're moving away from.
This is why they killed them. Killed the first people on Earth with the flood, because of this right here. Because of this right here. And the cold thing is, here's the kicker. God, this was God's idea. This was his hookup. This was his whole plan. Listen, he the one made these people, man. He made these people, man. He made these people. He was the first people on earth, man. And so how is you, how many, what is that? How many sent, how many present, how many
omnipotent,
he
present,
omni, right? He omni everything, man. The man is omni everything, right? Listen, he know the beginning, he know the future, past, future, and present. Put it like that. All right. He knows that, right? So you mean to tell me that he didn't know that if he put Adam and Eve on the earth to populate the world, that they weren't gonna turn out like this here, man? You don't think that he knew that? This the all-knowing. How he didn't know that the people weren't gonna be like this, and how he didn't know that he wasn't gonna have to destroy their ass? How he didn't know that, man? What kind of game is this dude playing, man? I mean, for real. If you knew that you was gonna have to do this, why'd you do it, man?
Yeah.
Is you bored? What is you doing, man? What's going on?
Is you bored?
I mean, listen to that, though. Just pay attention, man. Like, watch this. Like, look, man, you got these people, man, and you destroy them, and just so you can start them all over again, even worse. Why would you do that, man?
Right.
Through Noah and his three sons and they three wives.
Yeah, we're gonna make it look good though. We're gonna make it look good though by you was the same one. You took that big boat trip through all that danger, collected all the animals, and then let them out with no vegetation, all right, to eat. You know, it could have grown underwater. You know, could have grown underwater. The vegetation.
Who gonna go? What? Listen, man.
Right.
So,
see.
right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So okay. Right. So he built the boat. All the animals came from all over the world, King. And hey, man, to every last one of them. How did they get across the water, man? How did they get over the mountains?
That's the power of God, man. God made a way. God made a way. His ways are not our ways, and he works in mysterious ways, man.
So if that's the case, then shit, we can end the conversation then, because shit, we can associate that with it all. We can associate that with the whole goddamn with the whole story. You know what I mean? We can put that on. It's over then. It's over because you know, it ain't no boundaries. You know what I mean? We ain't got no. It ain't no parameter. It's just, hey, he can do anything. He can just, damn it, nah, man, you ain't never seen no shit like that. Listen, man, all I'm saying is this. You're not going to land in Turkey, Mount Ararat, on a mountain of a whole all cold area. Cold as shit. It's all ice. And all them animals supposed to get back to where the hell they came from. Now, you got meat eaters. You got meat eaters, King. Right. On that ship. It's a ship. It ain't no boat. It's a ship. And we ain't even got to that part, man. We skipped all that, man. How the fuck this one motherfucker built a whole ship? How you a cold cat, man? And you one old dude. And you can't even read. How you do that, man? I'm just trying to figure out how you do that. You can't even read, but you can build a ship. Anyway, yeah.
Right.
But they got a whole ship, and so all the animals get back to where they came from, man, and they got back, and where they supposed to be, and then the lions. When do they get to eat, man? Yeah. They gotta wait to shit multiply. You gotta wait for grass vegetation to grow. You gotta, right? Because it's shit gonna be waterlogged for a long time. Seem like, right?
Yeah. All them bacterias and viruses floating around, and let's God put that motherfucking that specialty touch on and said Ain't no viruses. But there again, you know, all that is not in the book, and that's the word of God, man. We ain't supposed to have to, you know, dissect the word of God, right?
Hey, so what the lions was eating, man, all this time into something multiplied to you know, how I'm just trying to figure out, man, when you get dig into the stories, man, like how what happened? They didn't finish. They didn't finish. They didn't finish. See, they didn't, they didn't finish. They didn't
Part
finish.
two. Part two coming in about 10 years, man.
They didn't
About that
finish,
time.
man. They did not finish that, King. So, but see, because listen, man, these people right here, look at these people. See, all these people right here that's on the screen. We can find all these people, man. Every last one of them, man. They know where all of them at. All of them. All of them, King. They got them.
And one of the boys on the conference last night, one of the people said, I can't get it exactly right, but he's saying that the people that wrote the book about the characters in the book didn't read the book, right? The characters in the book didn't read the book, and he just wrote it. I can't run it down how he did, man, but it's like it's just impossible, you know. I wish I could remember that, man. That's one of the things I was gonna pull back up when I got on it. If it would have circulated still, was that one part, man, because that was really powerful.
Yeah, man. Well, and yeah, so yeah, when you here, baby. Hey, so uh yeah, that's just crazy, man. Like,
Yeah.
you know, then you got your boy Moses. Moses. How y'all, you know, that's just that really that's
Yeah.
confusing, man. That's really
It's
confusing, man.
so
How you
explain about that. So Jacob became Israel, and in Paul's writings, he says, you know, this is an allegorical story, right? And
yeah,
so
hold
that
on. Keep going.
so that if it's allegory that Jacob, Esau, maybe you know, and them cats, man, are allegorical, then Israel could not have existed. That's just a really good point. I ain't got too much to say on that because I'm sit and let that marinate a little bit, man, and uh, let's see what we can find on that. That's a good question to put up on, you know, with the elites, or a statement to put up there with them scholars, man, and see what they come with. You know, like Black Jesus Minister, uh, uh, um, Zion Lex. Let's get a comedic up there. Get a light up there, man. Uh, you know, say cool. Just say cool up there. You know, and stuff like that, man. And get that kind of conversation going on. It'd be interesting to see where that goes. Zariak.
My bad, King.
No, it's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, man. So, man, listen. I'm just saying, King, like this we got to do better than this, man. We got to do better than this. You know, and then what'll happen is you'll get people that are literally try to explain this part, man. They'll try to really literally explain this, man.
Yeah.
They'll try to explain this, man. And it's it amazes me how trying to explain it don't make you don't hear yourself. I mean, like, do you really are you paying attention what the hell you saying, man? Like,
Right.
like, how can you explain that? Who's giving you this information? Right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
How can you explain this? It's my question, man. Right? How can you explain what the writers meant, man? You can't do that, man. All you can do is tell me what you think they meant.
You know, man, and I think people really get to, if they wanted to take a tight look at things, man, they get to look at what's really on the table for me to go with this or realize, what's really clear. What's on the table. What am I going to gain? What am I going to lose? What am I being a part of, and things like that. And I think that's where a lot of it gets, really personal and defensive, and more and more, trying to pick a different word than delusional. Um, it just really comes to a cognitive dissonance. Once again, it seems to me. Uh, you provide all the truth and the proof, and you got to uphold what makes. I always utilize identity. My identity. What what are my kids gonna think? What are my family gonna think? How am I feeding them? How am I gonna be able to meld in with the society and things like that? And see, my don't teach all that, man. It teaches you to know thyself, right? And so it's really precise about things, man. Where and plus, it talks about our history boldly states that these are mythological characters. We didn't call them gods, and that came along the way. And so just a universal description of it would be God, right? We call them flat out natures and nature used based on the nature and it's the cosmos, things like that, man. And but we know that it's mythological. The difference, once again, man, is the biblical characteristics have it as factual, and that's amazing to me. You know, totally amazing.
I had these conversations, King. I had these conversations with people, and they get so pissed and so and I mean to the point where they get to insulting you, want to call you names, and you're ignorant, you're going to hell, and all this,
Condemn you
and
to hell.
yeah, man, and it's all because I mean, and we're just having a civil conversation. I'm not disrespectful. I'm not gonna disrespect your doctrine. You know what I mean? But we're having a conversation, so I'll tell you, what I studied, right? They get so pissed, man, to the point where I mean, and it's just and I realized, man, that you can only bring so much belief to the table, man, before you run out of gas, and then after that point, and then not only that, like I like I like to ask questions. I have questions. I have questions. I have a lot of questions, right? And I think what happens, man, is once they get to a point where they start hearing themselves trying to explain this stuff and realize how like way out it is, right?
Yeah.
Like how way out, like real wow, did I really say that? I mean, do I really believe that shit? Because and then I think that they get upset because now they're unable to explain it And then so the only thing left is, oh, you just gotta have faith, or you just don't understand the Bible, or uh uh you know I'll pray for you, maybe maybe God answer some of your questions, or he's he's God. He can do anything. He can he just say it, and it'll be. And I'm like, well, damn, when is he gonna say? And when in the hell is he gonna be? You know what I mean? Like, that's the question, right?
Right,
Man,
right.
that's crazy, man. Like, goodness, what I mean? He always talking about saying he gonna see. He's all he gotta do is say it and it'll be. But he only he only he only interacted with the people in the Bible. He don't interact with us.
Right.
Well, why is that? What happened? What happened? Right?
Yeah,
What
yeah.
happened, man? Why, how is it that you only interacted with the people of the Bible, but now we can't get it, we can't get now one piece of proof.
Right. Right. Like Mary Magdalene, she was told not to say that she saw him. When I mean that could have settled the real date of Easter, Jesus' birth, and all kinds of stuff. Maybe not Jesus' birth, but it definitely could have settled. Which day is Easter really, right? Today asking, what day is it? What day is it? She can't say nothing, man. And then I had a folk tell me, they didn't lie. They didn't say anything, so they didn't lie. So lying by omission ain't got no priority or responsibility. It's not necessary, right? To even go there, just to protect the idea of uh, of a lie. That I'm lying to you. It's just weird. It's frustrating. It's frustrating to have bought into it, man, and then to see our brothers and sisters, man, you know, upholding that, man, without doing the research. Like, you know, we study that Bible a lot, man. But they haven't studied any of this, right? But they got a big defense up against it. So interesting, man. Identity, man, and fear. Fear. Who gonna save you now, nigga? Who gonna save you then? Shit. On the real.
And that's a
Yeah.
shame, man. Look,
Yeah.
save your ass. You could have been saving yourself the whole time. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? You want somebody to save your ass. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody finna save you. Ain't nobody finna save you, man. You on your own. Ain't nobody finna crack no sky and come through the sky and help do anything for you.
Yeah. Baba Kaba brought that up, man, on that panel, man. And for that conference, he brought that up. He brought a strong message with that too, man. And, uh, it's just really, really cool stuff, man. When we study our history, man, instead of their mystery, right? That's a famous quote from Professor Small. Yeah. Hey, man,
Yeah, see.
I'm gonna get off here and go lay it down for a minute.
Okay, man. I know you about wore out, man. I'm tired too, King. Hey, man,
Hey,
it was a good
this
show,
was a
man. I
good one.
appreciate it, man.
This is a good bill, man. It makes anybody that watches this, man, just give a little thumbs up or thumbs down, whatever you feel, just mark it, and send some comments, man, whether you like it or you don't. Just don't you know we searching too, man. You just putting out what we know, and you got something that is informative, comment on it, share. We're gonna research, we're gonna look it up, ain't just gonna throw it away like you know most people that haven't done the research, they won't do the research. So I don't want to be that guy. So, share your comments. If you got something helpful, if you got a direct line to God, man, just share that, man. Share how you do that, and share, how I can better be in touch with that, subscribe, ring that alarm bell, and, you know, have a prosperous week. We'll be back at it again next week. The Queen, one of the queens is gonna share. I have to get the queen's first name. Um, I know the slave name. You
What,
know,
Miss
but
Charlie? You talking about
we
Miss
don't.
Charlie?
Yeah, Miss Charlie. So she gonna be presenting next week. You know, and then I think Jamie is up, and then me.
Okay, okay.
And
Yes,
so
sir. Yes, sir.
and
Hey,
so
so yeah, that'll be nice, man. So yeah, you gonna get in touch with her and
yeah.
get it all situated.
Yeah, we'll just do it through Sankofa, you know, just I'll put my hand to it for sure. If there's something you want to ask her or something, just reach her through the link, man,
Okay, sure. Yes,
and
sir.
yeah, but I'll definitely connect with
Okay, so don't forget to give me that address, man, so I can
yeah,
send this out immediately, man. Get this out to her.
okay.
Get this out to young Prince real quick. And uh thanks again for joining, everybody. Please like and subscribe. Again, anybody, hey, whether you agree or disagree, you can come on here and show and prove. Show us what you're talking about. You know what I mean? You can present. You can just, get you a slot. Come on in and let's talk about it. You know what I mean? That's all I can tell you, man. And again, family, every first Sunday every month, we do a children's book read. Please join us. Next book read will be the first Sunday of next month. Young Prince will be reading a book. We look forward to it. So please join us, everybody. Get your kids, grandkids, nieces, nephews, great grandkids, everybody. Come on, man, and participate, show the love to Young Prince. All right.
Let's get up on out of that incest, man, and hit that notification bell too, so that when we pop on, you can be the alarm will ring, and you may, and I'm serious about that because I know I hit that notification bell, man, and it reminds me because I have an ideal that I want to be a part of some of these deals that's going on, man, and I forget, life just goes on, and that notification bell is a good reminder. So, it just asks you to do that too if you're interested, and you decide not to, cool. If you do, cool. Just support and comment, send some comments, man, and go to Sankofa 180 degrees. And just scroll through, man. See if anything interests you. See if anything rattle you up. Anything can be inspirational. And thought provoking. We like critical thinking, so free thinking and share. Um, enjoying the group. Sankofa 180 degrees.
Yeah, join the group, man. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, come on in. Send us a message. Let us know if you want to come on in and get in the queue of presenting and showing us what's on your mind, man. You know what I mean? Like I said, we also do holistic health. We're also doing financial literacy. All right. So we don't just talk about spiritual systems or religion. Okay. We do speak about other things, and we got those other things coming up. All right. So
Let me say
just
one more thing. And so, it's anybody with the other the Facebook group administrators, come on in and chime in, man. And we support your group too. I'm a part of many of those groups. African study groups. Christianity versus the conscious communities. Stuff like that. And it's just we're just getting acquainted. And sharing our findings. So. Um, come on in and support, man. And if you want us on your platform to come and support that too, to chime in, to share something, then we're willing to do that. But we also want the reciprocation, right? So, so the Kane just sent the address, so I just ship it to you.
Okay, King. All right, peace. Hey, all right, Kane. Hey, thank you for joining. Please join us. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
you was in the whole thing. You was there for the whole
of course.
thing.
I was listening. Yeah.
Okay,
You
so
find
hey,
anything
thanks for
interesting?
okay.
Yeah, definitely all of it. I'm gonna make sure I tune in every Sunday, even if I can't do too much talking. I don't know with my clients, I just don't want to offend them with too
Yeah.
much talking, so I keep my headphones in. But I'm gonna definitely tune in. It was definitely interesting, pretty funny today. So
Pretty
um
funny,
I
huh?
just, yeah, especially talking about the incest because it's crazy because me and my cousin, we was just talking about some stuff like that just recent. But I think my biggest thing is just researching, trying to figure out where to start. I've never read the Bible, so when you guys are pulling like verses, everything is pretty much new to me. So I'm just taking in what I can. I think it'd benefit me more to take notes. So I just added the YouTube as well, so I can rewatch what we talked about. But it's just me, finding the books to read. I'm a visual learner. I like to take notes, that way I can retain the information better. So
Okay.
but it's definitely good information for me.
Yeah, and
All
it's
right.
fun. It's fun, Kane. Researching that stuff. Like we go in hard sometimes, really hard, right? And somebody come on. I ain't gonna go there. No, we can talk about this part. Solo, because I don't want nobody run away or shit like that. But
Yeah.
because we studied up, right? We studied up, and
Hmm.
me and your dad, your uncles, your aunts, aunt, all of them. We went to church all the time. We loved it, right? We loved it. We had
Hmm.
Bible verses to study, all that kind of stuff. We ate together, slept together, fought together, all kinds of stuff. So, we was brought well up in it. Barb and my mom for sure, they was nailing us with that. Not in a bad way, right? And so,
Yeah.
but now that we adults, right? I honor what they did, man. But I think that it's more honorable for me to progress forward instead of holding on to just what they gave us, because life is progressive, right? Knowledge
Hmm.
is progressive and things like that, and honor is progressive. And if there's a heaven and they're up there in that heaven, they got clarity and they saying, nigga, please, you better
Right.
you better, you better keep it moving, right? You know how Barb
Hmm.
is. You know well how Barb is.
Yeah.
Right, right. So big up to any questions you got. Just we don't have all the answers, right? But we can direct you to
Hmm.
something to give to you the answers. If your soul is craving something, like you asked for some books and stuff like that. I shared the books that Jamie had, and I shared
Yeah.
a handful of the books that I got, and I'm glad you got Prince that Willie Lynch book. Have you read that Willie Lynch?
Yeah, I did. I did read it. And I just figured
That
it was
was
a short book for him to look at. I know it's like a lot of information and he's probably like, oh my gosh. But,
that's
I
all
feel
right.
like starting them young because, us being in school, they don't teach us the right things. So now I'm to the point where I have to unlearn what I've learned before and to relearn things the correct way,
That's
So
right. That's
I'm
right.
just trying to start him off on the right path rather than him always having to go back and forth and questioning things, and I don't know, just feeling lost in the world. I don't want him to feel lost like I did. So
Yeah, and I'm never gonna misguide dude, man. Like I said, if I don't have the answers, I direct him to where he can get answers. And a good thing to do, Kane, is listen to debates. Like go on YouTube and look up Sinetta TV. I think I sent you this information, but Sinetta TV. You can look at. I love SETI. SETI is from Detroit. So
okay.
SETI just brings it hardcore. General SETI, Sarah Suit SETI. And Professor James Smalls, and stuff like that. I think I'll send you Professor James Small's video, and it's the first video that Jamie sent, right? And so
Okay.
you just get a piece of this, piece of that, and then whatever your soul, because you're individual, right? You're individual.
Mm-hmm.
You have your own cravings, your own desires, your own purpose and stuff. So it can just help direct you in that direction. Your intuitive,
Yeah.
your own personal intuitive direction, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. Because I want to learn from you too. You go get it. Because I can't get all of them. You got to you got to feed them. You know what I mean?
And share. Yep.
Hey, but like my kids that, like I said, one's 8 and one's 10, right? And
Okay.
and
hold on just a second. Are you doing hair right now? Are you
Nope, I just finished. Yep, I finished.
Okay.
Yeah, so one is 8 and one is 10. And like I said, they are, they're and I teach them slowly but surely, right? But also they still got to be little boys. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So, and one of the principles of Ma'at is balance, right? And so, we'll be going through all that, man. One of the books that I'm mailing Prince is one of the principles of Ma'at. Okay. And so that's why we were going in that order. So my son read the 42 laws of Ma'at. And then you guys can pull up the 42 laws, and get a copy of it. And, in the morning, you say, I will not, to all 42. And then at night before bed, you say, I have not, just to check what you have and have not done. Have you followed Ma'at that day or not? And this is where you get the response. You take responsibility. You can't put this off on no Jesus where he took my sins. No.
Yeah, that's Roman. That's Roman. We can't be doing Romans chapter 7:14. We get locked up for that, or we get kicked out, or we get shit like that, right?
Hey, but yeah. So that's the point. Like, you got to make sure, man. We keep it tight, man. I mean, you know what I mean, right?
And I did the respectful thing too. I brought it up to your dad. They're my dudes, man. I ain't putting nothing around the corner on them, man. And so, I let them know that, you might be interested in this stuff, and I hope that was respectful to you too.
Yeah, my dad.
I know you walk your own mile and stuff like that. You've been doing your thing for a minute. It's just my respect status. That don't mean I'm gonna tell Ben everything. You can share with me. We keep it locked in, whatever you want me to keep locked in. But on a freelance, I just respect that. And I talked to Ben about some of this yesterday too. So. Not about you, but about this, and we had a decent conversation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But like I was saying, my kids is into it, and they know, like the videos that they show, that's what they watch. I mean, some of the things that they be, watching and listening to. You know what I mean? And so, and they're, like I said, they're only 8 and 10. And so that. And they know about Ma'at. They know the 42 laws. They know about the principles. You know what I mean? They know about the Ankh and what it represents. You know what I mean? They know about the sun and what it represents, and air and the water, moisture, and
elements, Geb and Newt.
Yeah, everything, you know what I mean? So they know about all that right now, you know what I mean? So it's just slowly showing them. And then later on, when our kids start going through these history classes, we can correct that history that they pushing off to our kids. We can correct that.
Sure.
You know what I mean? We can make, and then we can and they like to show partial history, and they don't want to show why that happened or how that came about, or what happened after that, or what happened before that. You feel me? They won't go into that, which leads to other things. You know what I mean? Other parts of history. And this is what I was saying, that it does not matter, because if you think about it, American history is Black history.
Yep.
And African history is African history, Black history. Period. Right? So world history world history is African history, and American history is African history. However you look at it, they don't have a fucking history. They took it. All their history is we made that history. You know what I mean? History is all about us, from here all the way back. All the way back. It's all about us. You know what I'm saying? So this is the thing about it, man. And people ain't getting it.
Stole everything from us and called it theirs.
And flipped it. Right. And so this is why we got to take it back and show our kids that they wasn't the first to do this. They wasn't the first ones there. They was, this is what they was doing at this time. This is who was in that land at this time and that day. Don't let them trick you with that. You know what I mean? This is who was in that land at that time. So you'll know this, you know what I mean, by, knowing the modern, you guys,
and I think I just saved the book on my Amazon that I was going to order, and it's called Black People Invented Everything. So I was gonna read into that and see what that was about, because it's
I'm gonna tell you the first book you should
part
get.
One.
First book you should get. To me.
So you got so it's a volume book, Kanae?
Huh?
It's a volume book. First volume, 2, 3.
Yep. So it's that. The first one was the Black People Invented Everything. I think it's just that one, and then the next one was When the World Was Black. And it's the untold story of the world's first. So that one's the volume 1 and volume 2. It just seemed something interesting to read, so I was gonna grab those too.
Hey, well, I'm gonna tell you a good one to get. First one you should get is The Destruction of Black Civilization by Chancellor Williams. Get that book.
Like I got that in my cart too.
Get that book. That's the first book you should read.
I sent you a picture of that one.
That's the first book you should read right there.
I think I saved it.
And then, go ahead, Jamie.
Yeah, that's the first book you should read. And after you read that book right there, you're gonna be ready. She's gonna be ready to read. She's gonna be ready to go. This book right here gonna set her off. This book right here gonna set her off right here. This it right here. This book right here gonna set you off, man.
Okay, so yep, I see it. So I'm gonna go ahead and order that now.
And then when you get done with that one,
we stay laced up. We stay laced up, baby girl.
After you get done with that one, get this one.
Good.
After you get done with that one, get this one.
You got that one too.
The African Origin of Civilization, Myth of Reality by Sheikh Anta Diop.
Okay.
Hey, this right here, Diop right here, this brother right here. Hey, one of the coldest, one of the anthropologists and researchers in history. Black Africans from Senegal.
Nice.
And then next week, Queen is going to be presenting, and I don't know what she's going to present, but if she presents out of this book that she shared with us last week, shit, that's fire right there. That's fire, Joe. So I don't know what, like I said, I don't know what she's going to bring, but she introduced out of that book. So I'm thinking she's going to follow up out of that book, but I don't know. But if she does, that's a book to get. That's a book I need to get. I don't have that one. And it talks about the indoctrinated state of mind, where it comes from and how all of us, we're pointing out to, the white people or other people, and shit like that, man. But, what the fuck is going on within me, right? Where's that shit within me, right? We know that, common sense wise, right? But we need to go in depth, because what we know, common sense is still based on indoctrinated thought, right? So that's interesting stuff. And I'm glad you like to read. I don't like to read so much. I like to research. So
I don't like to read too much, but I'm starting to get into reading more. You know, you got to be an example for your kids too. If you read more, they'll start to read more as well, hopefully.
Right. And then these books right here, and then if he can hopefully this kind of stuff will kind of spark something in him. Like, well, let me look into some of this stuff. Let me look into some of these people. You know what I mean? And then he probably come to you be like, Mom, did you know that such and such and such and such and such? Such? You'd be like, what?
Right.
Nah. And, you know what I mean? You'd be like, no,
Mhm.
I ain't know that, but show me what you're talking about. You know what I mean? Get him involved.
Yeah.
This way it spark a lot of, because our kids don't like to read, man. And it sparks reading, man. And my son, he loves the fact that he's live on YouTube and he's making YouTube videos, and he's always wanted to be a gamer anyway, both of them.
Yeah.
So, okay, so here, let's start like this then, guys. Come on. Boom. Let's start by reading. Learn, let's get our read, our skills up. You know what I mean? And so this encourages
It's the
them
same
to
with my son too. He's always on YouTube, video games. He'll go to YouTube to learn how to play the video game. So
yeah. So now he can be like,
I'm just
okay, well,
trying to
look,
redirect him, off of those games so much and, more into being a conscious mind and just learning, education. My dad always pushed, just learning and reading and retaining stuff. Like education is something that nobody can take away from you. So,
yeah. Like when me and my kids are when we riding together in the car on the radio, I don't put no radio music on. I put videos and lectures on.
Oh, okay.
I put lectures on just when we ain't riding in the car. I put lectures on, like
Yeah.
and we
I
take
usually just do little kid podcasts, just learning stuff for the most part.
we do an hour of reading. I mean, not hour. We do 20 minutes of reading every single day.
Okay.
You know what I mean? We do that. That's just that's just something that we do anyway. So all three of us will sit up and we'll read for 20 minutes.
Okay.
And then, you know what I mean? Just so, I just want you guys to get in the habit of reading at least a chapter a day. Besides your homework, I need you to do an extra 20 minutes of reading with me every day.
That's good.
You know what I mean? And so that's what I do with them. You know what I mean? So, we do little exercises here and there, man, and questions and answers, and, give me a summary of the story you read, or whatever it is I gave you to read. I usually give them these principles. I give them the principles to read, and they read those principles every day.
That's good.
Okay.
Hey, go cut live off real quick, man, so we can I can just say something.
All right. So peace, King. Peace to everybody, man. Like and subscribe.
Yes,
Love you.
you.
We don't want nothing. Just like and subscribe. Hey, Queen, you wanna close out?
Yeah, I appreciate it. I don't know what to say really, but thank you for all the information, and I'll definitely be tuning in every Sunday for sure.
Yeah. Hey, love you, baby girl. Don't hang up yet.
Love you
We just